It's interesting. Good morning. Oh, I didn't realise I was crooked. I am crooked. Does it matter? We're here for the cards this morning, and I've got the beautiful chimes twinkling and tinkling outside the window. It is going to be another rough day, and we'll see probably why. Can't see the face names. Oh, okay. Copy link. I'm not sure what that one is. If your name's not showing up, I'm just going to put this one there. Oops. I'm having some trouble with this. It's very erratic as far as a connection goes this morning. It is. I can see some delays. I can see I've only got 2 bars, 1 bar at a time at some points. Now, if you actually are showing up as not having your little name as I put your comments up, you're in a group or something. So this is the link to give permission for the group to actually show your name. Okay, and I'm not sure if that shows up on my profile or not as well. We'll give it a go. I'll put it there. So, good morning, Carol. How are you this morning? The first one off the ranks there. Well, at least on one of the pages. Good morning, Chaz. How are you? Now, let me see. I'm hoping everything is working right, and I haven't got that lined up properly because I had to do a full reboot and repositioning of some stuff, which this is still not working right. Yeah, been an interesting start to my morning. Computer wouldn't reboot to start with. So, and we've got Tara. Good morning, Tara. Oh, not that photo. It's lovely. Now, what we've got with the cards, I haven't got a... Oh, I've just got to be careful of my shoulder. Did something with it. Here we've got the owl card for the day. Just because it's not what you're expecting doesn't mean it's not everything you've been waiting for. And sometimes what seems on the surface can be quite deceptive. I first looked at this set of cards and thought, oh, whoa, not looking good along that middle stretch. Here we've got, so tune into your intuitive senses and see what messages you're getting with them. What we've got here, oh, no, frozen. Well, I've frozen on mine. Did it freeze on the other end? Let me see. Just going to go over and check my page, my time. I'm having all sorts of weird stuff at the moment, so it's a little bit disconcerting. I've got it saying that I've started, got it saying that I'm moving, I think, and the delay. Oh, good morning. So let's go back to the studio. Now, from Tara, we're moving on to, and I've got all sorts of things slowing this down this morning. I did a full reboot and everything, and that's why I was a little late. Kathy, good morning to you. And we've got Sarah. Good morning, lovely Ross. Missed me. You missed me. I haven't got there yet. Or did I miss you yesterday? I don't know which it is. It's really weird. Keza, good morning. No, I haven't frozen. Good. And I'm still there. Yeah, cool. And Tarika, good morning to you too. Good morning. Some little message. I don't know. Missed you. Yes. Now I see what you mean. I had some comments right at the top that I missed. There's Nikki right at the start. You were the first off the ranks. And a happy Monday morning to you. To everyone. That's cool. Yeah, good morning. There it is. That's it, Sarah. Good morning, lovely Ros. That was your first one. And then we had Keza to start with as well too. Good morning. And then I had my little comments, like I just put one in a space and it puts it on every relevant page, I think. So that one there is my Ros Boundy page. This one here is the mytimetv.live page, and this one here is my YouTube. So it does one for each of the Facebooks and the YouTube. Although I am streaming out to 5 different places this morning. I started it off on the trusty phone because the B.Live has an app that is a mobile app now, and you can set up 5 locations. So I do. And that actually follows through to the studio. Now, where did I get up to? Did I put yours up, Tarika? Yes, I did, didn't I? So now we've got Mary, you're actually asking a question as far as an individual request question. This in the morning at 8 o'clock, round about 8 o'clock every morning that I do here is only a general card spread reading. So you need to tap into your intuitive senses, your psychic senses, and ask that question while you're looking at these cards. And as I'm reading them, feel what it's actually giving you as answers for that question specifically, if you'd like. And it looks like we've already got someone who's being a bit of a account menu, yeah, that type of thing. And I would hope that, thank you so much for the little fairies or angels in the background who are going to dispose of that one. So, Michaela, here you are. Good morning to you. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michaela. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday. And we've got Alfredo. Oh, good morning, Alfredo. Yes, I'm a bit late because I had some setup issues here this morning. Whoops. And good morning, Kim. Good morning to everyone. And Tara, this, as I just mentioned, these aren't the mornings, these aren't the times where I actually do the individuals. So tap into your own intuitive senses and see what the cards will give as an answer to you. I did go to Kim's and Keza. Was I frozen? I don't think I am now. So Michelle, good morning. You made it. Wonderful. And we've got Kylie. Good morning. And I'm back. And thank you. Thank you from Michaela. Oh, I hope it wasn't too hard on the ears. Not on my time, baddies. I don't know where they are. I couldn't see them there either. So good. And Tara, that's all right. Look, you're not the first one to make that assumption that it's at one of the reading sites. I do them. I did it yesterday, but not at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's where, as far as today, it is Monday, the 26th of July in Port Elliot, South Australia. Australian Central Standard Time is the time zone that I'm working in, that I live in, that I really enjoy my life in. So, and here we've got Grommy. Good morning to all. Wonderful. Now, I will get into the card reading because I looked at it and thought, oh, shit, basically. What we've got here, it seems like it's a full line of negatives, but let's just see how it feels as I'm moving through doing the actual reading. Because what we've got here, it's the home space we've got the coffin in, we've got the mice in the workspace. We have the birch whip and broom. Hang on, what's it called? The whip and the birch broom. Yeah, the whip and the birch broom, but really it's the broom. That's in the unexpected space. Then we've got the dog in our beautiful space, our energy. So this is our role. And the snake in the center. So it's all rather interesting seeing all of those. It's quite interesting. I don't know where the heck that one is. There is a troll present if you see them. Someone messaging, asking you to message them direct for accurate readings, etc., etc. They are spamming, trolling, and that is where you can right-click and do the reporting and the deleting and whatever. So whatever way you see that, if you're seeing them there, certainly do that. And it's looking like we've got a few coming in on the playing their games. So ignore them. Do not respond to them because they're going to be deleted later and I don't want you banned underneath their comments, okay? So Cherie, good morning to you. Wonderful to see you here. Now, let's get into the readings, the cards. Well, the coffin is technically, a coffin is about death. So in our home space, whether it's something that we can expect as a literal or it's the metaphorical. Now, all things in life have the guarantees of we are born, we live a life, and we die. It's not something to be afraid of, because what we're doing is transitioning from this physical space to what is our spirit space. And what Anubis, I think this is Anubis. It's so long since I've read up, because I read the guidebook once and then I don't use it. It is the Egyptian god of the other life, other realm that passes us through to be reincarnated. So what is happening here is the energy is moving on from our space here, where our soul is moved on to the other side. Whatever that involves, whatever the understanding you have of something in your day to day is going to die and pass on, whether it's going to be left as uh, so something that you're needing to leave, uh, move it on as if it's died, so that there could be a process, whether it's a relationship that's going to move on, whether it's just something physical, or whether it's, I've noticed so many fur babies having their end of life and crossing a rainbow bridge happening. It is a pandemic. You might know someone who you're needing to grieve for, who's moved on purely because of pandemic, or there's so many situations where you can actually have a death that's even not physical. It can be something that you're grieving for, that you're needing to actually give it that space to actually put the treasures associated with it, in that coffin, and move it on. Let it have its full ceremony of death, bringing it to its completion. It's like planting a seed in the ground. The seed itself, that initial seed, will die, but you get that growth of the beautiful tree, plant, whatever it is that is that next stage. So what I'm feeling in this is certainly moving things along in what is the process of the natural. So if you're having difficulty with other people in relationships, have a close look at it. See what you need to actually give back to them as their treasures to take with them, and have it end, have it move on. Do what you need to as your part of the process, and give it a blessing as it's shifting across into what is its natural state for the next stage. So that's sort of what I'm feeling with this one this morning. It is part of what is natural, and it's not, for me, I'm not feeling fear around that, because it is part of the natural. It's that process. So give it that breath of life in its newness wherever it's going. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Now, yes, that line is daunting. It's what I felt when I first looked at it as well. So it could be, you've queried sickness, and it could be. We have so much happening with whatever this pandemic's produced. Hey, Peanuts, hey. And I've got my dog under the table, of course. There's a dog going past, I think. So someone's walking out there in this weather. Goodness gracious. So, yes, it is an end of something, but most ends allow the space for something new. So that's the other thing I'm trying to mention as well. So, yep, you're trying. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to have that one again. Love and hearts to any of you who are going through some grieving stages. It's not easy, and it doesn't even matter if it's something that we've just lost, and we just can't find it, because that's part of it too. We could have lost something that we're really desperately trying to find and can't, like keys or things like that. We can get in situations where it really feels like a full grieving process. Did I put that one up for Kim, from Kim? I did. Oh, look, yes, thank you. Peanuts is a cutie little puppy. She's just getting a bit older now, and she sits with me wherever I am. All right, we'll move over to our workspace. Otherwise, we'll never get through the reading this morning. What we've got is the mice now. Uh, I think there is a bit of a wariness, as far as from that death there, and then we're moving into here's my sometimes destructive little creatures, and they are in the back end scenes most of the time. You don't see them very often unless you startle them, open a cupboard door. They work in the dark, because mostly our pantry doors are shut. Where the food is, where we store it, it's usually shut. So you don't see mice in the open very often. They like the darkness in the corners. uh, just be wary of what's happening around you. Be aware, because I do feel there's a bit of deception happening in this line of what we've got. Not so much the coffin, but with this one, there's it does feel like a bit of sneakiness in the workplace. Although it's just it's the way that resources are accessed, and when it's readily available and in places and spaces that can be accessed easily. I think, of course, we're probably going to be tempted to nibble through our lifeline and whatever we're hanging on to take advantage of what's available. Probably not in the most of what's the way honest of ways, open of ways. So just have an awareness around you and making sure that you yourself are being honest and open as well, not hiding things and being deceptive around others as well. It is a warning of a two-way street here, because there are times when we ourselves, even though we may not really be aware of it, do try to manipulate our situations and maybe gain something that isn't really honestly ours. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking and feeling into this one. I do think that the mice are warning of a little bit of a sneakery. Just be wary. It could be some thievery or something like that, some sort of deception, hidden stuff. So just have a feel into what you're sensing around that in your own situation. The stress, I'm not sure what you meant with that one. It could be stress. We're coming up into the birch whip broom, birch broom and whip. It's a broom and a whip. It's about getting some work done. It's clearing. It is, there'll be those moments in the day where we are needing to clear some stuff out. So get that action happening. It certainly is something, there's enough here that we are needing to clean some stuff out and give a cleanse. Have a cleanse. Do some sage burning if you're into that sort of thing where you follow some ceremonial processes so that you're actually clearing space and then moving forward, putting some action into what's needed to be done at that particular time. We do have in our space with the dog, we do have the uh, loving loyalty, patience, and Bonetta, you're agreeing there, so thank you. Um, it's just a beautiful energy around dogs, and especially since, well, yeah, sometimes we do yell at them to stop barking and the rest because they do, there's been many a time lately with Russell, the Jack Russell dog that's Tony's, where you'd be sitting peacefully and all of a sudden both dogs will bark, especially when it's thundery nights, because we can't hear some of those sounds and vibrations in the air. They do scare the shit out of us, and you sort of yell at them to stop and the rest, and they're only being their natural selves. And here we've got this beautiful, loving, patient, ready to go for a walk dog with unconditional love on its face, just waiting. That's our role today. It is being patient and supporting others around us, just waiting for the process, waiting for that readiness to be moving forward with that walk, enjoying time and space with others around us, sharing and giving that unconditional love. It's a beautiful space to have that card for today. So I loved it when I saw that there. So you were feeling stress about coming holidays with the lockdown. So even though it looks daunting, this group of cards seem to fit. Yep, exactly. And I thought initially it was that horror at that middle row, but then here it really is that cleansing and that patience of the beautiful love that the dog has for us, we have for our dogs. It's that feeling, that overallness of this is what my day's going to be. It really is that sharing space and place with unconditional love. It's just being in that energy, being who you are, and waiting for what, it's that patience of what's going to be. Now, as far as an outcome goes, with the snake right in the center, I thought, well, that's not to me. Yes, faithful waiting. That's not for me to. Oh, did I put that there? The Marima hates storms. Um, Look, most dogs that I've come across don't like them either. So let's see if we come out of lockdown. We will. We will. Um, so with the snake here, it is that patience, and we're moving into with the outcome of the snake. Look, it's the initially it was that feeling of deception, conning, all of that is that Adam and Eve story and the blame on the snake. And I'm sort of thinking, well, technically that Eve chose the action as well to accept the apple. It actually is, it just comes down to what is our purpose in the moment. So I'm feeling that as we are moving through this and deciding what we're doing, protection, feeling, being in our own space, that it is that naturalness of what the process of life is. The mice are only looking after their own interests. We do have that process of moving on with, birth, life, death. That's the whole process of everything. A snake renews its skin how often, I don't know. But it's a natural process. And I'm sure it's something that actually hurts in that process. And it's, that the hissiness, the reactions, it's protective mode. It's something that we ourselves can sit in that and know that we're in a normal phase. We're just being who we are, and really being, but with putting that unconditional love and compassion into our lives for each and every one of us as we're sharing our time and space with other people. Depends if you live in isolation and you're absolutely alone and got no other contact with the world like a hermit. Well, it's a different thing, isn't it? Feel into where you are and what your situation is. You know best what your own, um, how you are. I'm just trying to think of the right way, what's coming to me around it. Um, you do know best who you are in the way that you act, react, and be with what situations you are. You understand from your own problems, from your own, but are they always problems? In every negative, it's the silver lining on every cloud. Look at the silver lining, look at what is the positive, the sunshine in every instant, and bring that forward as the focus is what I'm feeling. So, and real life problems are what problems of what to pack and things like that. I love that. Eve needs Adam to move on, and she's trying to move him, Mum. I like that one. And Michelle, you're acknowledging these cards are so spot on for you too at the moment. Look, frozen again, but the sound. Yeah, it really is techie issues this morning. I've only got one bar a lot of the time, and yet I did a full reset. And as far as anyway, I'll leave the techie stuff alone. That's the one. Know your awareness, Bonetta. Very good summary of that. So I was trying to find the words. So thank you for that. I love how each of you are bringing in what your own understanding is of the cards at times too. So thank you. And Keza, have a great day, and everyone else have a great day. So the moving again? Oh, I am. Okay. I really do think it's just the way that the bars are coming in and out on the quality of the stream. We're in lockdown still, yes. We have many people working from home again, and I think it's also that factor of quantity of people online at once. I don't think the NBN was built for the massive number that can be on at once. They've done it more for the lowest denominator, not the highest. So there we go. And thank you, beautiful. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day for all of you too, and especially the birthday girl. It's the weather that makes Wi-Fi shit. Yeah, it can. Although I'm not on Wi-Fi, I'm actually hardwired. I've got the Ethernet connected, so and it still doesn't make it guarantee good flow of data. The blocks and all the rest either. So and definitely shedding some old ways, making way for the new. That's a great way of putting it, isn't it? Yeah, shedding the old, making way for the new. Certainly that death and moving into new spaces, death of something that needs to be moved on. Your internet's patchy too. Yeah, I think it does have a lot to do with the quantity of people who are presenting online, which is understandable for the number that are going to be accessing it. Not everyone's back at work yet either, so even on the virtual networks, etc. So, right now, where did I get up to? So, Michelle, you're actually it's given you a lot to think about. Look, I love sharing this time and space with you, being able to do the cards. So, it's a pleasure to have brought you something to think about. It is I mean, what's the purpose of being here in the morning? It's just to gain an understanding, put a focus, bring a focus of what is our thoughts and intentions for our day. Wow, is this the energy that may be around us for our day? Doesn't mean it's going to happen exactly as the cards tell us, but it's certainly going to be able to give you something to think about. So thank you for that. And Ros, you'll do a little gentle pushing again today. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Kim. The Wi-Fi comes and goes with clouds around. Well, yeah, it does a little. But you've got them inside, haven't you, Shaz? The Wi-Fi. You're not accessing mobile. It's Ethernet, whatever you call that. Yeah, modem. The chimes. Yes, yes, the chimes. You should have heard them last night. They went crazy. I was almost going to get up in the middle of the night and string them, as in tie them together so they didn't move. So thank you, Bonetta. Lovely. Thank you for everyone to be here. I just love the interaction and being able to share with you. So tomorrow morning, hopefully, it's going to be a little better in getting here on time without the hassle I had this morning. We'll see. And happy birthday again to you. It's Michaela, wasn't it, that had the birthday? So enjoy your day. And yes, I love the chimes too. They're absolutely beautiful. Whoops. And that went to that quickly. My finger slipped on the button, but I like pressing that button. I love the rainbows. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And yes, this is what I wanted to put up. Helps you refocus. Things at the moment are a bit of a struggle. Look, blessings in each and every part of what your day is. Remember that silver lining, because our thoughts do produce our reality. And if you're thinking the negative, it's what you're going to get. If you're thinking the positive, that'll certainly shift it on. Um, it is that focus of where our thoughts go. Blessings to you. I'll see you tomorrow. And there you go. Happy birthday to you. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Whoops, I wasn't going to put that one up. Finger slip then. Another one of those. See you tomorrow. And I'll finish off when I'm hoping that the end button does work. Didn't the other day. So thank you for being here, each and every one of you.